Hi there and welcome back to another NJS instructional video. In this video, I'm going to review this Mazzer Mini D coffee grinder. Now the Mazzer Mini D is a manually activated coffee grinder from the legendary Mazzer company. It's essentially the baby brother to the larger Mazzer grinders like the Luxe, Super Jolly and Major. However, its smaller size makes it suitable for home or even small cafe use. Despite its small size, however, the Mazzer Mini D packs some very powerful features. Now I've had this grinder for around 6 months, and in this video we'll cover off its features, its pros as well as its cons. Overall, the Mazzer Mini D is a very well and solidly built grinder. It measures in at 43 cm high, 34 cm deep and 17 cm wide. It weighs around 9 kg, making it really nice and sturdy. It features a 320 gram bean hopper, which can also be upgraded to a larger capacity 600 gram bean hopper. As with most Mazzer grinders, the hopper also features the bean cut-off locking slide mechanism. It features a powerful 250 watt motor, stepless micrometrical grinding adjustment and a die-cast aluminium body. The Mini D features the Mazzer 189D flat grinding burrs, which measure in at a relatively large 64mm in diameter. These are the same burrs found in the electronic Mazzer Mini grinder range. Interestingly, the Mini Doser model features the smaller 182D flat grinding burrs, which measure in at 58mm in diameter. One of the advantages with larger burrs is less heat is transmitted into the coffee beans whilst grinding. Accessing and cleaning the burrs is also fairly easy. Now, depending on your mains power frequency, the burr speed is either 1400 RPM at 50 Hz or 1600 RPM at 60 Hz frequency. However, a lower rotational speed is preferred, again so less heat is transmitted into the coffee beans during grinding. The sound of the grind is excellent, as you can hear. Very much the sound you would expect to hear at a cafe or roasting warehouse. The stepless grinder is a really standout feature of the Mazzer grinders. To increase the fineness of the grind, rotate the disc anti-clockwise, and to increase the coarseness, rotate clockwise. An easy way to remember is the smaller the number, the finer the grind. Now Mazzer recommend that grinding size adjustments are made during grinding to prevent any possible jamming. Now to activate the grind, simply turn the grinder on and press the grind switch with your group handle. To stop, simply retract backwards. I love the simplicity of this setup, and I also enjoy the challenge of getting the grind right, the amount right, and observing the results in the extraction pour. Yes, the electronic versions can be pre-programmed for a set time. However, even with electronics, the grind is affected by a number of conditions, like the temperature, humidity, and freshness of the beans. So for me, the manual aspect is actually a big positive, as I can gauge each time what is happening with the grind and make on-the-fly adjustments. From an aesthetics perspective, in my opinion, it is one of the nicer looking grinders out there. Its simplicity helps to ensure a high quality build and better reliability. It has the looks of a cafe-style grinder, in the courtesy of your home, and has the same build quality of the larger Mazzer grinders. Like its bigger siblings, it is also made in Italy, and available in a number of colours. My preference was the black, which is what you see here. Amongst its many standout features, another pro I accidentally discovered was the aromatics of the coffee grind. When I first received this grinder, I literally poured the coffee beans from my old grinder, in this case my Breville Smart Grinder Pro, into the Mazzer hopper, and even without doing any major adjustments, the coffee grind aroma was completely different. Now stay tuned for a future video where I compare my old Breville grinder with a Rancilio Rocky and this Mazzer Mini D. Now this took me by surprise. The coffee grind smelt so much better coming from the Mazzer than the Breville. Maybe the Mazzers are excellent at unlocking aroma and flavour in coffee beans that other grinders can't match. Another excellent feature is the minimal retention of the grind. Additionally, the grind comes out in a nice and even stream with minimal clumping. The consistency of the grind is also excellent. It's also quite neat and hardly leaves any mess behind. Now the final pro is the price. At the time of this video, the Mazzer Mini D can be purchased for around 800 Australian dollars. The electronic versions start at around $1,000. Regardless, know that you are buying a quality professional grinder, which is essentially a machine, not an appliance. As with all good machines, spare parts are readily available, unlike appliances. Now the cons, and they really are quite minor. The group handle support is good, but you do need to hold it whilst grinding, otherwise it can fall off. However, I don't see this as a major issue because the grind has to be manually activated anyway. Additionally, the locking slide, even when completely out, tends to stop some of the coffee beans from falling through. What will then happen is the beans on the opposite side will tend to fall through first, prior to the other side, making the level a bit uneven. Finally, the bean hopper lid is not sealed and the bean hopper itself can be a bit loose. It won't come off as it is locked in place with a locking screw, but still it's not exactly tight either. So there you have it, the Mazzer Mini D, a truly excellent coffee grinder. It hasn't let me down once and has been an absolute pleasure to own and use. A very well built, reliable grinder which I believe will serve me well into the future, and definitely worthy of the legendary Mazzer badge. I hope you found this video informative. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell notification icon. Thanks for watching.